Advent Devotion for December 8. A reading from Ruth, chapter 1, verses 6 through 18. Then she started to return with her daughters-in-law from the country of Moab. For she had heard in the country of Moab that the Lord had considered his people and given them food. So she set out from the place where she had been living, she and her 2 daughters-in-law, and they went on their way to go back to the land of Judah. But Naomi said to her 2 daughters-in-law, "Go back, each of you, to your mother's house. May the Lord deal kindly with you, as you have dealt with the dead and with me. The Lord grant that you may find security, each of you, in the house of your husband." Then she kissed them, and they wept aloud. They said to her, "No, we will return with you to your people." But Naomi said, "Turn back, my daughters. Why will you go with me? Do I still have sons in my womb, that they may become your husbands? Turn back, my daughters. Go your way, for I am too old to have a husband. Even if I thought there was hope for me, even if I should have a husband tonight and bear sons, would you then wait until they were grown? Would you then refrain from marrying? No, my daughters, it has been far more bitter for me than for you, because the hand of the Lord has turned against me." Then they wept aloud again. Orpah kissed her mother-in-law, but Ruth clung to her. So she said, "See, your sister-in-law has gone back to her people and to her gods. Return after your sister-in-law." But Ruth said, "Do not press me to leave you or to turn back from following you. Where you go, I will go. Where you lodge, I will lodge. Your people shall be my people, and your God my God. Where you die, I will die. There will I be buried. May the Lord do thus and so to me, and more as well, if even death parts me from you." When Naomi saw that she was determined to go with her, she said no more to her. For reflection. The story of Ruth and Naomi, one of the most familiar and beloved passages in the Hebrew Bible, is a story of loyalty and love between 2 women, an elder mother-in-law and a young daughter-in-law. Actually, it is 3 women, since Naomi says of her daughter-in-law Orpah, as well as Ruth, that both have dealt with her kindly, and she prays for God to deal kindly with both of them. In a time of widespread famine, Naomi, her husband, and sons are Israelites who have left their homeland Judah and traveled into the land of Moab. They are food refugees. Naomi's husband and sons die, and Naomi and her Moabite daughters-in-law become widows in a society that values women primarily for childbearing, and where widows are especially vulnerable. Upon hearing about the end of the famine in Judah, Naomi starts to return to her homeland with her daughters. This is a story of loyalty and love among these women amid extraordinary hardship, and it is a story of loyalty and love that transcends geographical, Judah and Moab, tribal, Israelites and Moabites, and even religious identities. Your God shall be my God. It is a story of loyalty and love that wants the best for the other. Naomi wants her daughters to have husbands and children and security, and recognizes she cannot provide for them in her land. Such is their love for one another, that at the departure they all weep aloud twice. Prayer. God of steadfast love, you call us to feed the hungry, to care for widows and welcome strangers. May we be inspired by the love of these women to deal kindly with those in need. Amen.